Hey guys, this is John with the Alpha Channel Update here in Los Angeles for Monday, July 22nd, 2024. And we are going to, first I'm going to tell you about my audiobooks here on YouTube. Legacy of a Mad Scientist and the Legend of Ashley Fox. Watch this Kung Fu superstar get chased around by serial killers and government agents. And this is relevant to what I want to talk about today. We are not the same. I also have a comic book, and we're going to go over a comic book too. Ashley Fox, Ninja Babysitter, Legend, The Last Valkyrie. Ashley Fox becomes a Valkyrie with Valeria. She's been killed lots of times, so she's out on a mission with Reverend Wolf, rescuing these kids who've been Pizzagated, and she runs into Valeria, who basically promotes her to a Valkyrie. This is free. It's PDF. You can download it here in the description. You can listen to these as audiobooks. They're free on Smashwords as ebooks, or you could buy the paperback from Amazon.com. But today we're going over Gray number 9. We are not the same. That's the theme for today. Gray is soldier from Town 303 going up against Toy and Big Mama in a Skynet future of Japan where villagers fight all over the world for computer systems, not to keep the population low, although that's a byproduct. They do it to ostensibly become citizens. And the computer is doing this because it has decided that mankind wants to become extinct. It has a death wish. Death Wish is a good skateboarding team, by the way. I believe Moose skated for them. This is Gray and Lara. They are in the remaining Kurbata, or whatever it is, basically a Gundam suit. But they both are wearing Gundam suits, and they have to get through these gates to get at Big Mama and take a lot of shit. As you can see, there's a recurring theme here. Basically, they get equipment, it gets destroyed. They get equipment, it gets destroyed. It gets upgraded, it gets destroyed. But the computer is only throwing them challenges that they can beat. Kind of like a video game, but also like a writer who's written himself into a dead end and knows it, but is having a great time doing it, as much as we are having a great time reading it. And this story does play itself out rather quickly. We are seeing some of this in society right now. The theme, like I said, we are not the same. I watched, being part of Generation X, I watched the boomers with affirmative action. So the boomers were mad that their parents, who had to fight in World War II, the boomers were mad that their parents made them do anything. And especially made them go to Vietnam. And they rebelled by giving their children's country away to third world savages and insisting that we are all the same. Some kids had to grow up, wow, that's a whole different thing. But yeah, the pathological altruism of my generation, of the boomers, our parents, we watched them give our college away to blacks who didn't earn it and are now burning down the country because they're not competent enough to work in the jobs that they're supposed to be able to have. And so the institutions that held this country up, done by competency, have now been given over to blacks and women, and they can't run them. You saw what happened. This Kim Cheadle, we'll save it for the end. First we have Lara, and Lara is like Gina Carano. Lara is capable. Lara does what she has to do to win. Of course, this is written by a guy. But one of the recurring themes in this story is self-sacrifice, and you see that over and over and over again in this. And Gray sacrificing himself for his friends dying so that he can carry on the fight. And in this case, Lara stepping directly into the fire so Gray can go in behind her. She takes the fire so Gray can get in past her. And then she survives to do it again. But Gray finally does confront Big Mama and Toy. It's still a ways. They're just getting to the city now. Forgive me, I'm doing this again. This is a vanity project. I'm not pretending it's not. Ooh, look at Lara. They look like Gundam. Gray gives her his legs so that she can go in ahead of him. Approach 11, Toy. There is, he did do some work. This is mostly, there is a lot of good urban background work. I don't know what the editors would have been saying to Yoshihisa, because there is another company listed here. It was published by Viz and Tokuma Shoten. Viz in America. Viz did the translation. There, a couple issues back, there was an American guy talking about how he did try and change the slang to fit American slang. They asked him to, so you can't fault him for it. Well, when Gray does face, one of the things they discover is that there are no citizens. All the citizens are toys. They're all bots. They're all androids. And so there's not really anyone, Gray isn't committing genocide by killing a whole bunch of people. Lara sacrifices herself one more time so that Gray could get in and get this interview. Gray is a lot like Neo. He's a lot like, the anomaly. This story does have a lot of parallels to that. And of course, when he finally gets there, the computer says, "Yes, I've been expecting you." And it looks like Harrison Ford Decker's apartment from Blade Runner. Maybe nothing much has changed since Atlantis, The more things change, the more they stay the same. Which is why, look, so it's one thing to do these, I'm a fiction addict, right? This is fiction. I've wasted most of my life's money and effort on fiction. You could say that's a wasted life. I certainly don't think so. I'm as happy as I could be. I certainly wasn't cut out to be a surgeon. And I ain't hurting anybody. Except today I'm going to go off on the Secret Service, Director of Secret Service. See, there's no consequences. When you live in a world where everyone is equal, there's no consequences. But there are consequences in the real world. People died because they put a woman in charge thinking everything's like a movie. It's not. There are consequences in skating. Not every girl is Gina Carano. Not every girl is cut out to be, it's just not how it is. It's not how the real world is. Woody Allen and Sylvester Stallone are not the same. Michael Jai White and Woody Allen are not the same. People are not the same. You have to make allowances for the fact that people are not the same. And if you treat everyone like they're equal, you put a woman in charge of Secret Service and people get killed because no one was doing their job. Because there are no consequences to not doing your job if you put women in charge. If you put stupid people who have not proven themselves in charge. If you give college scholarships to people who haven't earned them. All you earn is the resentment of your citizens and people who won't fight for you now. No one's going to fight for Israel. 70% of the businesses in Israel have closed. Israel is a failed state, as much as Gaza. It's now a military state. Your whole Tel Aviv is as safe as Palm Beach. No, it's not. No, it never will be, because you're incompetent. Because Woody Allen is not a soldier. He never will be. You can't pretend that a female bureaucrat is the same as a spec ops soldier. They're not the same. You have no more United States. No one will fight for this country anymore. Oh, we haven't even done the Wildwood Tarot yet. This is the box. This is the book. Today's card is the King of Vessels, the Heron. I would be remiss not to mention Andy Anderson, who has adopted the heron as his symbol. He is easily probably one of the greatest living skateboarders, certainly at the height of his craft. A lot of older guys have already done what they're going to do. He's doing his bit right now. I, as a writer, am writing my best writing right now. I'm working on a great story. Every day, putting out another 3 to 5 pages. So, and I've got these free stories here for you guys. I saw it was an illustration somewhere. It was online. I think it was basically a meme. They had one guy leaning forward, like screaming, and another guy leaning back with his arms folded. And one of them was psychopath and one of them was sociopath. I don't remember which one is which, but I definitely feel like this. But I'm not angry. I'm just capable. And I understand consequences. When you fall down on this, when I go down on this, there are consequences. There are consequences. It hurts. I use the glow-in-the-dark grip tape because I mostly skate at night. I mostly learned to skate at night, and this is an old board. And these are Tensor trucks. I love these trucks and wheels and white solidarity. This is a new sticker. It's not even beaten up yet. This has mostly only been getting parking lot skating lately. I haven't been out I've been out a little bit, but not a lot. So, enough to fall down this past week. But there are consequences for that. There are consequences. If you believe that there should not be consequences when people get killed, when you fail at your job and people die and you don't have to quit, you don't even have to answer questions. You don't even know the answers 9 days later. Someone should be mad about that. I'm laughing about it. I'm laughing about it because the people who have to answer for it are the people who promoted her. And we've been telling you they're incompetent for a long time, so. I'm laughing at you. I'm laughing at the left. And I'm laughing at the right who thinks that you have people on your side who are better. People on your side are Zionists too. And they'll do the same thing to you. They're doing this to Biden. They're doing this to her. Think about this. The people who put her in that position are happy to see her fail because she's a white lady. It's like Biden. Biden is being elder abuse? Yeah, it's white elder abuse. Being done to white people by Jews. They found a white puppet who's willing to put himself out there and be the whipping. Look at, he's corrupt as could be. He's corrupt as could be. Better a corrupt white guy than a corrupt Jew, right? They don't want Madoff in Biden's position. But it should be Anthony Blinken and the rest of them. Those are the people really pulling the strings, and I guarantee you they're just as corrupt. Watch, I didn't hit record.